She betrayed me, destroyed my life, and walked away smiling. Those aren't wild rumors from some shady tabloid. Those are the raw, unfiltered words Jessica Mulroney's finally unleashing after years of biting her tongue. And the target? None other than her so-called best mate, Meghan Markle. Not just any fallout, folks. This is the kind of backstabbing that shatters families, careers, and illusions. We're talking a friendship that looked picture perfect on the outside, but was rotting from the core. Tonight, I'm not here to tiptoe around the palace gates or spit out sanitized spin. No, we're diving headfirst into the mess, pulling apart the lies, the manipulations, and the outright treachery that turned a bond into a battlefield. This isn't fluffy celeb chatter. This is a full-on takedown of how one woman's climb to the top left her closest ally in the dirt. Buckle up, because if you've been following the royals, you know this has been brewing, and now it's exploding. Let's rewind the clock before we get to the fireworks, because you can't grasp the betrayal without seeing how deep these roots went. Picture this. Back in the Toronto days, Meghan's grinding as an actress on Suits, hustling for roles, building her brand. But let's be real, she wasn't exactly setting the world on fire yet. Enter Jessica Mulroney, the ultimate insider, a stylist with killer connections, married into Canadian royalty through her hubby Ben, who's got media clout and a family tree that screams influence. These two didn't just bump into each other at a coffee shop. It was like fate, or more likely smart networking, slapped them together. Jessica didn't treat Meghan like some casual acquaintance. She rolled out the red carpet, styling sessions that turned heads, invites to exclusive bashes where the elite mingle, emotional backup during those tough early career slumps. Holidays shared, kids playing together, social media shoutouts that screamed sisters for life. Jessica's kids even got the honor of being page boys at that fairy tale royal wedding. Talk about front row seats to history. This wasn't superficial chit-chat over brunch. This was a powerhouse alliance, with Jessica handing over keys to doors Meghan might never have knocked on alone. Ben's world opened up too. Broadcasting gigs, political whispers, the kind of access that polishes a rising star. It felt genuine, unbreakable, like they were family. But here's the kicker, and I'll say it straight. Friendships like this aren't built on pure heart emojis. They're laced with strategy, and when one side starts outpacing the other, the cracks show up fast. Fast forward to the drama, and oh boy, does it escalate. Jessica's world comes crashing down in 2020, that infamous scandal where she's accused of privilege blindness, brands bail, networks ghost her, and her spotless rep gets torched online. It's brutal, the kind of public flogging that would break most people. And who could have swooped in like a superhero? Meghan, the Duchess with a megaphone, the one preaching about kindness and support for women. But what does she do? Zilch, nada, crickets. No public defense, no private pep talk, not even a hang in there text. Jessica's left swinging in the wind, watching her life unravel, while Meghan's off in her Montecito bubble, curating her perfect image. Hypocrisy much? This is the woman who built her brand on empowerment, on lifting up other ladies, yet when her ride or die needs a lifeline, she's suddenly too busy? It's like inviting someone to your party, using your playlist to hype the crowd, then locking the door when they show up soaked in the rain. Sarcasm aside, ask yourself, if loyalty's your currency, why go bankrupt on your best friend? Rhetorical question, but it stings, doesn't it? Jessica poured her soul into this, advice, connections, unwavering support during Meghan's royal roller coaster. And in return, a cold shoulder that felt calculated, like Jessica had outlived her usefulness. The imbalance screams volumes. Jessica gave authenticity, Meghan took advantage. It's not just a slip-up, it's a pattern of using people as stepping stones. Now, let's amp up the heat, because this isn't just about ghosting. Whispers are turning into roars about something far darker. According to circles buzzing with insider knowledge, Jessica's silence masked a betrayal that hit below the belt, involving lines crossed in her own marriage. People in the know say Meghan didn't just fade from Jessica's life, she lingered in Ben's orbit with late-night chats, shared trips, and vibes that raised eyebrows. Toronto's social scene picked up on it, those friendly hangouts that felt a tad too cozy. Jessica sensed it, confronted it quietly, and got deflection instead of denial. Imagine that, your confidant, the one who held your kids, styled your outfits, suddenly too close for comfort with your spouse? It's like lending someone your favorite jacket and finding them wearing it to steal your spot at the table. And when Jessica's marriage crumbled, the pieces allegedly pointed right back to Meghan's influence. No, this isn't me slinging mud, it's public perception pieced from reports and those who watched it unfold. Jessica isn't blasting this from rooftops for clicks. She's confided in trusted folks, saying she's held back too long on truths that could shatter illusions. The emotional whiplash? Devastating. One minute you're toasting to forever friends, the next you're piecing together timelines of texts and trips that don't add up. Sarcasm alert. Great job on that sisterhood narrative, Meghan. Nothing says empower women like allegedly eyeing your mate's husband. But hold on, because to really drive this home, we've got to frame it properly. Villain versus hero, plain and simple. Meghan's painted as this modern rebel, ditching the dusty monarchy for her truth. But look closer, it's opportunism wrapped in woke rhetoric. Contrast that with the real deal, Prince William and Catherine, the pillars holding the crown steady. They're all about duty, quiet strength, and genuine loyalty. No ghosting friends when the heat's on. William's out there championing mental health without the drama. Catherine supporting causes with class, not controversy. The monarchy? It's evolved, sure, but it stands for stability, not self-serving spotlights. Meghan? She bolted when it got tough, allegedly discarding allies like yesterday's news. Jessica's the hero here, the one who stayed loyal, rebuilt from ashes, and now speaks her piece without malice, just raw honesty. It's like comparing a solid oak tree to a flashy weed that chokes everything around it. Rhetorical punch, why celebrate the defector when the steadfast ones are right there proving what true grace looks like? Analogy time, Meghan's like that guest who crashes your wedding, steals the dance floor, then badmouths the hosts on the way out. William and Catherine, they're the hosts keeping the party classy even when uninvited drama shows up. And don't think this is just my rant. The public's eating it up, validating every beat. Scroll through comments on any royal forum and you'll see the tide turning. Fans in the US are calling it karma catching up. Brits are nodding like told you so. And Aussies are straight up savage, saying about time someone called out the facade. X is exploding with threads dissecting timelines, Reddit's royal subs are on fire with debates, and even mainstream outlets are dipping toes. People feel seen because this taps into universal truths. Betrayal hurts, hypocrisy rankles, and silence from the powerful feels like a slap. Audience validation, it's massive. Viewers like you are hitting like buttons, sharing clips, demanding more exposés. It's not schadenfreude, it's justice vibes, reinforcing that no one's above accountability, not even duchesses. Zoom out and the implications are huge. This isn't isolated tea spilling, it's a crack in the empire of influence. Meghan's brand? Built on relatability, but if perceptions stick that she's a user, not a uniter, watch the sponsors waver, the deals dry up. Power's fragile when it's performative, relevance fades when trust erodes. For the royal family, it's a reminder the monarchy's influence thrives on authenticity, not imported drama. Broader still, this spotlights how celebrity culture chews up real relationships, ambition over ethics, image over integrity. In a world chasing likes and leverage, stories like Jessica's warn us, guard your circle, question the gloss. It's a wake-up call for influencer peddlers everywhere. You can't PR away patterns forever. All right, let's land this with the fire it deserves. Jessica's breaking her silence not for revenge, but because enough's enough. Years of swallowing pain, watching her world flip while the culprit poses as a victim. It's infuriating, isn't it? The audacity to preach unity while allegedly dividing homes. Sarcasm dripping, oh, what a role model, ditching the ladder climbers once you've reached the top. Rhetorical fury, how many more allies will get burned before the mask slips completely? This is betrayal on steroids, manipulation mastered, and it's time we stop buying the fairy tale. Jessica's story isn't just personal, it's a blueprint of how far some will go for the clown, literal or not. And Meghan, your silence now speaks volumes. No spin can bury this forever. If this fired you up, smash that like button, drop your thoughts in the comments. Do you think Jessica's spot on, or is there more to unpack? Subscribe for more unfiltered royal rants, hit the bell so you never miss a beat, and share this with your mates who love a good truth bomb. Cheers from across the pond. Let's keep the conversation roaring.